So welcome again, everybody. Today we are going to just go through a kind of variation on vinyasa flows, which have a lot of the stuff that we typically throw into our practice. You know, that little push-up at the end, the standing tall, moving through our downward dog. So a lot of this will feel familiar, which is great. The more it gets into your bodies, the more you can move mindfully through the positions. We're gonna have a special emphasis on kind of the core region. And by that, I just sort of mean like from like your lower ribs to the front. And so we'll be doing some sort of core specific work, but everything we do in yoga engages our core for the most part. So this will be all par for the course, and we'll just try to send our attention to those areas so we can really feel when we're engaging those parts of our bodies. And then in turn, by strengthening that region, we improve our balance, we improve our stability, which can always improve. And it facilitates so many other movements, so much more breathing. It's just all in all a good thing to keep in our mind's eye, to bring awareness to, and to strengthen when we have the opportunity. So today, if any of you are able or willing to donate, of course, it's 100% optional donations today, will go to the United Negro College Fund, uncf.org. They're a wonderful organization if you want to check them out, just in general. So without further ado, let us get started. Oh, and I do want to say, as a point of inspiration, this is a plant that we have named Wilbur from that movie with Wilbur the pig. We bought this plant. It was beautiful, had all these flowers. It blossomed over the course of 2 days, and then the third day, it was the most tragic, in its most tragic state of despair. All of these leaves were almost touching the floor with just wilt. And Marcelo had this idea to like put a chopstick in the soil, and I guess the water couldn't penetrate. And then I watered it like on a whim, almost like my parting water, and instantly the leaves like started sprouting. Like, look how tall that is. So it's our inspiration that we can always sprout from a moment of wilt, and maybe we just kind of need to change the way we tend to ourselves. Self-care. All right, friends. So we're actually going to start in a reclined position today. So if you'd like to put a support, a pillow or something under your lower back, a block, feel free. We're just going to roll down, and we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together, and just open our legs into a little ankle bind here. If your hips feel a little too open, you can place pillows or blocks underneath your knees to give you a little more support. And just let your body lay onto the mat. Let your arms fall where they may. Make a little note if your palms are up or down. Just take a deep breath. Release. Another deep, long inhale. Let it go. Continue to lengthen that inhale, slowing it down. Slowing down that exhale. Perhaps your eyes can finally settle and relax a little bit. Maybe your eyelids even close. We just bought a fan today, so my 100-degree apartment has a breeze. I feel like I'm on the beach. It's real nice right over here. Notice if your palms have just fallen open to the sky or down to the floor. Perhaps opening is in a gesture of receiving, and taking in and taking on more. Perhaps palms down is in a gesture of grounding, of stabilizing, and of connecting. Take a few more moments just to settle. And to activate that breathing and all the muscles that go into the mechanics of breath. Excellent. And when you are ready, you can flicker open your eyes. Using your hands, you can help your knees to come up And then stretch your legs out towards the wall in front of you. Arms up overhead. And just give yourself a little stretch. Just like we typically do at the end of class, rolling over onto one side, your eyes can remain open, and just pushing yourself up nice and slowly to a seated position that's comfortable for you. I'm going to change my seated position to sit on a block today, so that way I can kind of sit on my knees a little bit without causing pain to my knees. Excellent. Once we're here, we don't have to close our eyes unless you want to. Just lower your gaze and try to be guided by my voice, just trusting that whatever you do, even if it's not exactly what Catherine wanted, is perfect. So just lower your gaze, perhaps close your eyes. We're just going to inhale here, lifting our shoulders towards our ears. And exhale, sending those shoulders down our back, kind of making a circuit. Inhale, shoulders come forward and up. Find its tallest point at your top breath, and exhale, roll those shoulders down and back. Hands can just follow the rhythm, the pattern your shoulders are making. Moving in your own breath. Take 3 more cycles on your own. Slow down even more. Excellent job. Now we're going to do a seated cat and cow. We're going to go right away. Inhale, sending your lower ribs forward. Chest opens to the sky. Gaze goes up to the ceiling. And exhale, release it all. Push it away. Retract. Even your hands might lift forward in front of you. Inhale, take in a deep breath. Expand through the top body. And exhale, send it out. Maybe it ends in a rush. Keep moving in this way. We're going to slowly go faster, if that makes sense. On your exhale, you're going to push with a little more force. Inhale deeply. Exhale, push it away. 3 more, maybe generating more speed, more energy on the release. When you feel ready, gently place your hands back, sitting with a tall spine, noticing if there's any heat in your body. I'm certainly sweating, but it doesn't take much for me. Take a breath here to feel into yourself. Wonderful. Final seated position in our beginning. Inhale to reach that right arm up. Exhale to send it behind your head. Inhale, left hand comes to either meet your hand or try, in that direction, or you can hold a towel or something you might have handy. And exhale, sending your chin up a little bit higher, putting some energy into that top arm, opening the chest. I do a little figure skating on my knees here. Breathe here in this open position, stretching out those triceps. On your next exhale, whenever that is, release. Reach your arms out. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, try to get your hands either to meet or just in the gesture of meeting. As long as you're engaging those arms, you're doing everything excellently. Perhaps your chin lifts a little bit to open you up through that left tricep a little more. I always want to say tricep with a T at the end, like tricep. I don't know, almost like your triceps. Anyway, take a deep breath. And then your exhale, gently release, sending your arms out to the side, and then gently down. Good, take any little last wiggles just to get you all ready to move. If you're sitting on a prop, carefully remove that. I always just like create a nest even without even doing anything. All right, we're gonna come to hands and knees, tabletop position. Take a moment to check your alignment because this is gonna set us up for the rest of class. Hands under shoulders, palms firmly pressed against the ground, knees more or less right under your hips, toes untucked. Excellent. We're going to inhale, sending your right foot back, knock over, toes pointed. Exhale, send it back to the ground. Inhale left, it's going to glide against the ground, send it up. Exhale, send it back down. Inhale, right foot is going to keep your knee bent. You're going to reach it towards the sky, flexing your foot. And exhale, sending it back down. Same thing with left. Inhale, sending the foot towards the sky, bending that knee, flexing your foot. And sending it back down. We're going to move through that sequence with some variations. So inhale, stretch your right leg back and up and hold for a breath. On your next inhale, you're going to turn, bend that knee towards your elbow. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, sending it back. Square your hips. Lower on the exhale. Inhale your left foot along the floor. Lift it up. Hold for that exhale. Next inhale, you're going to turn a knee towards your left elbow. And hold on the exhale. Ooh, I feel that in my hips. Next, inhale, send it back, square the hips. Exhale, send it down. Inhale, lifting that right foot towards the ceiling, flexing the foot. Hold for the exhale. We're going to a couple little flurries here. Inhale, kind of, bounce your foot. For the inhale, keep going for the exhale. Inhale, reach that heel a little higher towards the ceiling. Feel it in that glute, and exhale, send it back. Wonderful job. Inhale, left foot towards the ceiling. Hold for the exhale. Try to keep those hips square if you have that ability. Inhale, begin to bounce that foot. Keep your breathing strong. Exhale, keep that foot bouncing. You can do it. Inhale, try to get that heel a little higher towards the ceiling. No need to straighten the leg. And exhale, bring it down. Wonderful. One more version. Inhale, sliding that right foot down and up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, sending it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, sending it back. Exhale, bringing it down. And the next inhale, sending your left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale to reach it behind. Exhale, knee to elbow. You're almost there. Well done. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it down. Final round. Inhale, foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift it higher. Inhale, bring it back down to flat, or like your knees in line with your spine. Exhale, lift it a little higher. We're essentially slowing down the bounce. Inhale, bring it down an inch, and then exhale, let it come to the floor. Inhale, left leg comes up, so your knees kind of in line with that spine. Exhale, lift that heel a little higher. Inhale, let that knee drop an inch or two. Next breath, lift your heel higher. Let it lower. And then bring it all the way down to the floor. Open those knees, send your hips back. Give your shoulders a little break. Walk those arms forward. Well done. Forehead meets the mat. You can bring a gentle rocking side to side. Gently opening up those hips a little bit. Letting your shoulders stretch out. Excellent. And inhale, come on back to tabletop. Sending those hands about palms width forward. Tucking those toes, leading from the hips like you're being picked up to be strong on the clothesline from your booty. Then you can walk your feet out here a little bit. Just get into this position a little more. Excellent. When you're good and ready, find a moment of Stillness, still bringing active dynamic breath into the body. Oh, my train, I forgot to close the window. You're gonna hear the train. So even though we're still here, the breath ensures that we're always moving. The mind is always moving. Our bodies are always moving, even when we're still. Check to make sure your knuckles are flat, pressed against the ground, and bend your knees deeply, sending those hips even higher into the air. Take a breath. And then beginning to straighten your legs just a little bit. They don't have to be perfectly straight. Trying to keep that height made in your hips. Well done. And let's slowly bend our knees. Walk our hands towards our feet. Reach opposite elbows. Nice bend in those knees. Give it a rock back and forth. Nodding your head yes. Shaking your head no to ensure that we're not holding extra tension in our neck area. And then just release those fingers to the ground. Bend your knees. You're going to send those arms out, 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 up at the top. And then let your prayer hands fall past your nose and rest at your heart. And then continue by opening those palms down by your hips, shoulders back, closing your eyes and just feeling into this mountain pose. Can we make it an active pose? Sending energy out from the palms, down through the sides of the legs. You're going to inhale to reach those arms out, 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 up, palms meet. Maybe we do a gentle back bend, and let's just slice the air like a pie in front of us. Inhale, halfway lift. And we're going to stay here for a breath. So feel that there's some energy coming out through the tailbone, and similarly also at the crown of your head, as if you could get longer through the upper body. And release. Inhale, halfway lift. And release. One final time. Inhale, halfway lift. And release, forward, forward. Excellent. Then we're going to step our hands forward until we're in a downward facing dog. However, we're going to separate our feet nice and wide, maybe as wide as your mat, maybe even wider. We're going to walk our hands towards our right foot. So I'm actually going to face you. And then if you can reach either your upper leg, your lower leg, anywhere but the knee, it's great. You're going to reach out right towards that right ankle with your left hand. And maybe we can open to the right side by lighting up the sky with that right hand. Take a deep breath. Feeling into this twist, that side body, the obliques that hold us up. And then exhale, come back down through center. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands to your left foot, reaching towards your left foot with your right hand. On your next inhale, reaching the left arm up to the sky. Maybe your heart has to lift a little higher in space. And then exhale, gently release back to center. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale in center. Exhale, walking over to the right, reaching with your left. Next, inhale, reaching that arm up to the sky. And exhale, take your time, move through center. There's a lot of trains. There's like a train, a regional rail, like a motorcycle gang that goes by. There's a lot of noise on this window. Inhale to reset. And then exhale, walk over to the left side, reaching towards your foot with your right hand. Inhale, light up the sky. Exhale, slowly come back down to the middle and walk those hands out into this wide-legged, downward-facing dog. Excellent. Here we're going to actually rise up onto our toes. Feel like you're pushing through the floor with those palms, engaging those shoulders, and exhale, come back down to those heels. One more round. Inhale, rise up to the toes, pressing that heart in between your shoulder blades, and come back down. Excellent job. Let's bend our knees and just slowly bear crawl towards our hands. And we're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Excellent job. Whew, shoulders come back. Take a breath. Inhale, reach your arms up. And instead of slicing the pie, we're gonna reach our arms out like we're swan diving down in front of us, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant those palms, step one foot back and then the other. Inhale, high plank or low plank, wherever you'd like to start today. Inhale, sending the heart forward, belly button pressing towards your spine. Begin to try to flatten down to the floor. Ugh. And those elbows are tucked in. You might feel like they want to open out. Just try to pull them in. Untuck those toes, baby cobra. Exhale, release to the floor. Inhale, moving through tabletop, curling the toes, downward facing dog. Whew. Inhale, right foot stays flexed and stays square. Lift. Exhale, sending that right knee to the right elbow. Whew. Inhale, sending it back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. The more you kind of arch your spine, the more space your leg has to move. Inhale back. Exhale to your nose. And if you can, even though there's no momentum here, maybe you can step your foot in between your hands or take a couple steps. That's it. Just take a moment in high lunge. You have blocks. You practice with blocks. Excellent chance to elongate the spine by elongating your arms. It's like hypotenuse or something math. Excellent. And let's drop our back leg. Feel free to keep the toes tucked or untucked. Slide a blanket under that knee if it's sensitive. Inhale to get tall. Exhale. Bring your arms out like cactuses. This is similar to last week. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hands plant either side of your feet. Inhale to lift your back leg. Exhale, we're going to, back foot is going to pivot on a slight angle. We're going to move up into our warrior two so you know where we're going. So back heel is planted, toes are pointing to the upper left. And we're going to, I'm just going to face this way so I'm not talking to the back wall. And more or less, we come into a warrior two. Now every body is different, so take a minute to adjust your little alignment. If you want to rest your hands for a second, I have these lovely lines on my yoga mat so I can see if I'm aligned, but if not, we have to feel. We have to feel if we're aligned. Our front foot should bisect our back. So if our feet came together, they would make a T, capital T. You're gonna wanna send your hips up so they're actually, hold your upper body is completely parallel with the walls around you, unless you live in a gaudy castle or something. And you wanna start pulling those hips together as if, really activating the muscles towards each other, as if they're magnetized towards each other. You might even lift up a little bit. And with that activation, you can then sink a little further. And just watch that that knee is over the front two toes. Ideally the second toe, actually, just so you don't drop that knee in. And yeah, more or less, I imagine that you're all wonderful. So let's just re-embody our warrior. You might have already been here the whole time. Take a deep breath. Send the shoulders down and back. Energize through those fingers. Gaze over the middle finger of the front hand. Inhale, reverse warrior. Back hand either just falls gently to the back leg or supports your lower back. Reaching a nice side stretch with that right arm. Not down, but out and up. Inhale, reverse. So here you can rest your forearm on your leg, and you can go this way, like we're counterclockwise. What are those called? Arrows on the clock? Hands on a clock. Yeah, you start reading the children's books. All right, inhale to look up under that elbow. Still feel the activation in those thighs and those hips. Option to extend the right hand towards your ankle. Inhale, re-embody warrior two. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Splendid and smashing. Inhale, send the left side booty to the left side. Notice, take a moment, just notice this feeling. Your body is still pulling itself up and open, but now we have your lower body pressing you out. Inhale to get long. Exhale, keeping the posture, sending your right hand towards your right leg. You can stop along the way. Hand can rest on your leg. If so, I would definitely bring a little bend in that leg so you don't put too much strain on the ligaments here. If you have blocks, okay, your hand can come in front or behind. Take a breath here, light up the sky. Now take a moment and look towards your foot. See what that simple rotation of the neck brings to us. Excellent. Inhale, bending that front leg, sending everything up as energized as you can, straightening it up. Both toes point towards the front. Inhale, hands come to hips. If you only inhale, we have an exhale together. Let's exhale. Inhale, shoulders come to ears. Exhale, send them back. Here we have a couple variations. We're going to go into a wide-legged forward fold. We have the option to clasp our hands behind our back. We have the option to reach for opposite elbows behind our back. Or simply keep your hands on your hips. So inhale, find a position that you think may work for you. And stretch along there, opening up, letting that openness extend not just to your ribs, but to your shoulders, to your chin, to your eyes. And exhale, begin to lower down, nice and slowly. Really feeling in the pinky edge side of your legs. Hands may come up overhead, or they stay right at your lower back. We shake our head yes, or nod your head yes, shake your head no. One of those. Shake your head no. Excellent. Inhale, lengthen through those arms. Exhale, settle. Letting that neck go. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, settle. Very carefully letting our hands go and guiding them either to our legs or to the floor. If you are able to meet the floor, excellent. If not, maybe walk your legs out a little more or bend your knees. And if not, don't worry. If this is just something that doesn't feel right in your body, just hang out in your forward fold. If your hands are able with some adjustment to reach the floor, either stepping them forward, bending your knees, or opening your legs a little wider, we're going to bring our toes slightly out, slightly outward. And we're going to bend our left leg. Just a little bend, very carefully. And then send it back up to the center. Bending your right leg. And coming back. And you can play here with how much feels good to bend, being mindful of your knee not shooting over your other ankle too much. And the other side. You can flex the opposite leg if you're like, oh, I do this all the time. I wake up and do this like weird alien looking stretch. And just move with your own kind of flow. Whatever feels good. Ugh. This requires quite a bit of core work because you're essentially in like a modified like push-up position and you're not crumbling over. Something is keeping you more or less like erect here, for lack of a better word. And when you've had enough, come on back to the middle, toes pointing to the front. If you need to kind of send those feet in a little more, do so in a way that's good for you. Bring our hands to our hips, bend our knees, and through a flat back, try to come to rise. Don't we just feel so refreshed? Excellent. We're going to turn our left foot to the left side, and we're going to bring a bend into it, warrior two. Now, we've done a lot of movement since our last warrior, so if we need to open our legs a little more, if we need to realign, please do. The heel of the left leg should line up with the middle of your right foot. Inhale, bring that body tall, energize through the arms. Exhale, settle in this warrior. Inhale, drawing those two thighs towards each other. Exhale, maybe you sink a little more in that front knee. Inhale to reverse warrior hand. Back hand can drape carefully or support your lower back. Exhale, we're going to go to a nice side angle here. Forearm can come to your leg, or shoot out towards the earth, right hand coming up. Variation is to send the right arm that way. I actually prefer that. Take a breath, looking up towards that top elbow. Exhale, sending your gaze gently towards the left foot. Inhale here. And exhale, sending the body up, straightening that front foot. Excellent. Here, we're going to do a couple rounds of breath of joy, a fade. So bring your legs in a little wider than your shoulders. Now, your hands are going to go in between your legs. Sometimes we throw them out that way. Just let's send them in between our legs. So make sure that our legs are wide enough to receive our hands. And for those of you who this is new for, it's 3 inhales and an exhale. So you take a sip of an inhale, a sip of an inhale, a sip of an inhale, exhale, release it all. We're going to do that 5 times. I'm going to count, but feel free to go in your own rhythm. So I'll just demonstrate because it's sort of interesting. So your arms go, they go in, inhale, out, inhale, in, inhale, exhale, send it all like you're like bowling like a child. And you just go right back up. Now, I can't see you. I also can't hear you. So let's like really release and just, now granted, I only ever do that when I'm doing these classes because no one can hear me, or I can imagine no one can see me. I don't do it that much in class, but we're not in class. So let's practice it now so when we come to class, we can own this breath of joy and everyone can be like, yeah, I do breath of joy too. And then everyone can release together and it's a beautiful thing. All right, so 5 times. Whenever you're ready, let's empty your air and inhale, 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 exhale, inhale, 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 exhale. 1, 2, 3, release. Do a bonus. And you can just hang out just wherever you are. Take a moment in this little forward fold. When you're ready, bend your knees and roll on up. Excellent. You're going to pivot to face the front end of our mat. Inhale, reach those arms up, up, up. Exhale, dice the air in front of you, forward fold. Back to a flow here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, planting those palms, stepping back into plank. If you want to do a low plank, just drop the knees, but still feel that activation in the core. We're going to inhale, and then exhale, sending our hips towards the right. Ooh, they almost hit the ground, but they don't. Back to our plank. On your next breath, sending your hips to the left. Back to a plank, almost like we're making a little rainbow. And take 3. 2. Last one. This can also be done on your knees and hold in your plank. Whew. Next inhale. Shift slightly forward, leading with that heart. Try to flatten down. Untuck those toes. We're drawing those hands back. Baby cobra or maybe higher cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, tucking those toes, either moving through tabletop or just sending it through plank. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath here. Side out. Slow down that breath. One more time. Inhale here. Side out. Inhale, we're going to lift that left foot. Exhale, sending that left knee to our left elbow. Maybe we shift forward a little to facilitate it. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, crossing over that body, working the sides, side cobra. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, note a knee. Get nice and tall, create plenty of space. We're going to step right down in the middle. Whew. Well done. Just take a moment in your high plank, maybe facilitate. Just gets so much longer, and that opens up so much more. And let's drop our back knee. Using your thigh to get tall. Inhale here. Exhale, sending those arms into cactus mode. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, planting those hands on either side. And as we I can't remember if we did our pyramid on both sides. I don't think we did. Well, we're going to do it on the other side. If we repeated the side, well, more practice. So, we're going to inhale, lift our back leg, turn our foot to the side so we can plant our heel. We're going to very carefully use our muscles in our upper leg, get us into a nice warrior two. We're going to straighten up right away. And we're going to send, there we are, we're going to send our hips to the right side. Inhale long here. And exhale, as if your arms were like a paddle of a canoe, sending it down towards the ground. If you use your leg for support, just bring a micro bend into that knee. Good. Can we open those arms, that heart more to the sky? Very nice. Maybe we look down at that foot, change of perspective. And inhale, bend that front knee. Reach up into a nice tall pyramid. Hands come to your hips. One final time, let's bring our toes to the front. We're going to do some lion's breath. I told myself we weren't going to do lion's breath because it's already hot out. I like lion's breath. All right, so we're going to heel toe our feet in just so they're a little wider than our hips. We're going to come into a squat. If you were in our Wednesday class, we did this in goddess pose. So our toes are slightly turned out. Let's kind of like balletify it. Let's take a nice plie, reach those arms out and up as we get tall. Inhale and exhale, sink into that squat. Arms come with you. You're a scary, intimidating goddess, but actually you protect everything in your strength. Nose, no bounds. Take a deep inhale. Lion's breath. So for those of you who didn't quite catch that, inhale, eyes closed through your nose. Exhale, tongue is out, eyes roll back. Open your eyes, you're freaking them out, and that's the point. You're gonna take 3 rounds of lion's breath. If you have to come out of the squat, feel free. So inhale, close your eyes. Exhale, tongue out, eyes back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, final time. Exhale. Very nice, lifting, carefully lifting your right heel. If you have shin issues, I recommend don't do that. And lower. Inhale our left heel, carefully, carefully. And lower, sink to your lowest point, and stand up, toes face the front. Bend your knees slightly, keep your knees slightly bent, roll forward, and gently sweep the floor. Excellent, time check, wonderful. And 1 vertebrae at a time, roll back up. Hands come to Anjali Mudra, this greeting position. Eyes can come to close. Take a breath. Excellent job. Now let's bring those feet together. We're going to go for eagle. Go for the eagle. So let's just talk through the arms first, just so we're kind of clear. So we have eagle arms and we have eagle legs. At any point, you can opt out of either or modify either. So for the arms, which we're going to start with, make sure you're firmly footed. You're going to reach them out, and then your exhale, you're going to wrap your right arm underneath your left, then wrap them again, and then bring your palms together. They might be not together, but in that general sense. And then elbows start lifting. You just don't want them to lift in your hands, like knock your head off. So keep them lifting, but give yourself space. Now we're gonna gently transfer our weight to our left foot. Feel into the 4 corners of that foot, gentle bend in that left knee. Our right foot begins to lift, and it crosses over like we're just sitting on the couch, having some tea. This might be more than enough. If you'd like to double cross, you can keep wrapping it around and hook with your toes. Okay. And then sending those hips back. If you're trying to sit on a chair, like a very impressive toddler being like, look what I can do. And then it actually is kind of amazing because toddlers can do amazing things with their bodies. Creative little minds. So take a deep breath. And settle. Take a breath, setting those elbows away. And exhale, come on back to standing. Uncross your legs, uncross your arms, and let them fall. Bravo. All right, other side. So first arms, reach them out. The left arm is going to go under your right. Then they twist again, and patty cake together, and you can start sending those elbows up. Now sending your focus to your legs. Can you ground through that right foot, especially that pinky side? Well, depending on the structure of your legs, some people favor that side, some people favor the inside. I favor the inside. So I'm really going to pay attention to that pinky side. Bring a nice bend into that right leg. Lifting the left, cross it over that right leg, which is bent. Maybe you want to cross it again. Maybe you want to lift your elbows a little more. Maybe even sending your hips back in space, like you're sitting on like a beanbag. Maybe we close our eyes. Out of all the things, that one intimidates me the most. There she goes. Let's close. Let's talking. Inhale to unwind, unwind. Eyes closed, that is not easy. All right, excellent. All right, and then we're gonna face the short ends of our mat again. Final inhale here. The greatest bow of all, send it all out here. Reaching through the air, sending it to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Full exhale, sending those fingers forward, forward fold. Inhale, plant those hands. Step your legs back, high or low plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lifting your right foot an inch or two off the ground. Inhale to lower. Exhale, left foot lifts just a smidge. Inhale to lower. Exhale, right. And left. Inhale, shift forward. Elbows tuck in. Begin to lower down. Blended. Untuck those toes. Draw those palms back a smidge. Maybe you move into your upward dog. That's just an option. There's really no better option. If you're an upward dog, try to lift off your knees. You can even do a little look to the right. A little look to the left. And come back down to the floor. Rest a cheek to the mat. You don't have to flop like I do, but untuck those hands. Sometimes I act like our family Siberian Husky. He just like walks into the room so dramatic and then just like, with lack of human contact. That's like the thing I'm modeling. It's like my dog's sleep behavior. And let's put our other cheek to the floor. Excellent. And forehead comes to the mat. We're going to do a couple rounds of Superman, so we're going to extend our arms out. You have the option to lift just your legs, just your arms, nothing at all, just take a rest. I'm going to guide it with us lifting everything but our hips off the floor. All right, so inhale, arms extend out overhead. Exhale, peel your legs and your knees off the ground, your shoulders and your fingers, and you are flying to save Gotham City. Who's up, Batman? Gosh, I'm embarrassing myself. One more inhale. Exhale, melt back into the floor. We're not trying to do Sochi the Siberian Husky. Keeping the flow. We're in control even when gravity is pulling us down. One more inhale here to rest. And exhale, one more Superman. And here, there's like a mid-air tidal wave, and now we have to kind of swim. Oh my gosh. So we're swimming Supermans. We are Aquaman meets Superman in this amazing epic called yoga. Hold it for 3. Hold it for 2. I feel my boots. Hold it for 1. And gently fall to the ground. We're going to just move through the middle to get into a child's pose. Your knees can stay parallel if you like. You don't have to open them. So take one more breath here. Right back in your bodies. We move to our tabletop position. Careful my eye. Cross your ankles and just send those hips back. And you're going to sit on our sits bones. You might want to move some flesh side to side so you can really feel grounded. You're going to have your knees up, feet planted on the ground, and sit as far back as you need so that your heart can be open. We're going to lift one foot. Foot can be pointed or flexed, parallel with the floor. And then the other. Hands come together. If you can, they can come out. They can stay here. You are absolutely getting the benefits if your hands are on the ground. A lot of it's like mental, just like balance of like, I'm gonna lift. And we're gonna say row, row, row your boat. So you can do whatever you want with your hands. I recommend a sort of like DJ kind of move back and forth. I've never DJed clearly, but we're gonna kind of bounce from side to side. Obviously. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And we come down. So now we're going to do that again, except everyone has joined in, and it's a round now, so there's several verses of row, row, row your boat. So we're all singing together. So inhale to get a tall spine. Exhale to send one foot up, the other, maybe they come straighter, it's up to you. Get ready, arms can lift or they can stay. And row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Hey, what's that here? I hear another person. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Marcelo, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Just fall back. Oh, I think I just crushed it over my miracle boat. And just lay back. And shake it out, stretch everything up and out. Take a couple breaths. I sometimes sing that with my students, and they always know that life is but a dream is when they can all just collapse to the floor, and it is the most dramatic scene. I'm always like, we're never doing this again. But then I do it every time. All right, hands are going to come down towards your hips and tuck them underneath your booty. You're going to lift your left leg and your right leg. Option for your shoulders to lift, or they can stay down. Then do some flutter kicks. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let it all down. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling heat, if you're feeling sort of sweaty, that is the byproduct of you engaging your core. Awesome. And then we can roll to the side to get ourselves back to seated. Let's begin to wind down with some gentle hip openers. So, we're going to start with one leg in and the other leg straight out in front of you, flexing your toe. Pillow can be great here for underneath your leg if your leg is bending, or for right over your leg if you feel just too much tension in your hamstring. We do a lot of that on Wednesday. If you ever want to come to Wednesday class, you're going to inhale your arms up. And exhale, try to keep a flat back as long as you can. It may not be for very long. If you're reaching for something, someone's handing you the moon, and you're like, I'll take it, but then you just like, I'm going to sleep. And you melt over that foot. You're going to hold this for a couple of breaths, so find a place that you can hold. It might not be your max, but it's a place you can sustain. This is about endurance, not about the sprint. And slowly rolling up, head is the last thing to rise. You're going to bend that front knee and set it gently in front of the other. Just going to set that. Our right leg is going to kind of swing around the back. Nothing too big, nothing too wide. This position alone should not hurt. Then we're going to sort of get our hips square And just send our upper body over that front leg. You might have to bring that foot in closer to you. And then sort of stretching up the side of that hamstring area. And slowly roll up. And then we're going to swing that back leg back. Now the right leg is going to extend out while our left leg is coming into this letter P, loading up on any pillow you need so that you're not putting undue strain on those back leg muscles, ligaments, fascia, all that good stuff. Inhale, arms up, tall spine. Exhale, an acknowledgement of the fifth time the train has come around. And when you can't keep your back straight, round your shoulders, melt into it. Surrender to the floor. Do this nice deep stretch of your hamstring. Keep your breathing steady. And rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Chin is the last thing to rise. You're going to bend that right leg just kind of towards your body, sending the left leg absent-mindedly behind you, just in a way that doesn't hurt and it's bent. And inhale, trying to get a little more square on those hips. And exhale, send that heart. You can use the front pillow, the front block. Rolling up. Come back towards our mat. Roll down. We're going to hug our knees into our chest and gently rock side to side. Still hugging your right leg, we're going to extend our left leg out onto the floor. And whenever is comfortable, we're just going to sort of stretch that right hip flexor by hugging that knee in. And we're going to gently guide that knee into little circles to the right and to the left. You've done 3 or 4 in one direction. You can switch sides, switch directions. Your eyes can even come to close here as you just feel into the stretch, feel into the compression, and feel into the breath. You've done around the same on either side. Just going to switch legs and go right into it on the left. Hugging that left leg in and gently guiding, holding onto the shin or the thigh, guiding it into little circles left. And letting that leg also meet your right. Bend both knees. You're going to reach your hands towards your heels as if you could touch them, flattening your lower back to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, sending those hips up into the sky. Maybe we can even clasp our hands underneath. We're only going to do one bridge. So inhale along the spine, almost like a stretch when you wake up in the morning. Just really stretch it out, feel what's there. Hold it for 3. Stretch 2. Maybe you get a little more height on 1. And flow back to the floor. Crossing your left leg over your right. Arms come out to the side, cactus or straight. And drop those knees to the right side, looking towards the left. Loading up on pillows if we need. Try to send your left shoulder towards the ground. It's okay if it doesn't need it. It's just going in that direction. And slowly come back up to center and uncross. Switching your legs, crossing your right leg over your left. Sending those knees to the left side, maybe on a pillow or two. And gaze can come to the right, or eyes can come to close. So funny what comes to you when you let your mind have time to wander. You know, it's not just next thing. And just now it occurred to me, I've had tea steeping with the same tea leaves for hours, and I just forgot about it. And I would have never come back to it if I hadn't just taken a moment. Really funny. Very potent tea. I feel like Dumbledore, just like drinking tea and being loony. And come on back to the top. And my faves, we're gonna reach our feet in the air, using our hands to reach the outsides of our feet, elbows on the inside of our knees, rocking side to side. Happy baby. Some people like to stretch one leg and then the other here. Really, it's what you make of it. I like to do it to just try, but it doesn't do that much for me. And then bringing the soles of the feet to meet, knees out like in a butterfly, gently guiding those feet to the ground to end just as we started, placing one hand over the heart, other hand over the belly, putting pillows under your knees if this is too open for you. Taking a breath, using your hands in a sort of reciprocal relationship. Your hands send awareness to your heart. They send warmth. They send comfort. You're in a gesture of protection. Your heart for your belly, and both of which have to work in tandem. Today's practice and for every day. And in return, your heart, the motion of your heart space sends a reminder to your hands, to your body, that with each breath you are alive, that every moment your life is worth it, every moment. You can always return to the heart, to the belly, to get in touch with yourself, in touch with these forces that keep you alive, these energies that keep you flowing, keep you whole. Whenever you're ready, you can release your hands, extend your feet, get yourself into a reclined posture that feels good for you. We will end with a couple moments of silence, and I will wake you up after a few moments if you'd like to have a more active rise after our rest. Settle. With one final inhale, Shavasana. And with the tenderness you would extend to a young little pet or a little child, begin to bring some gentle movement into your body. You're seeing someone who's just napping so peacefully, but it's like time to go, Thanksgiving's over, gotta get home. Start gently bringing some little movement. Maybe you rotate your wrists and make gentle fists. Maybe you feel your fingerprints between your thumb and other fingers. You gently point and flex your feet. Take a deep breath to honor the practice and honor yourselves. Maybe you reach your arms back overhead. It's like the first stretch of the day. You're constantly being born again. It's our constant renaissance in yoga. Just start over. Roll over onto your favorite side. Take a moment, eyes still closed, if they were closed. And exhale, carefully pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Let's bring our palms over our eyes. Letting your thumbs reach your temples and bring a gentle massage to your temples. And maybe we gently flicker our eyes open in our palms. Get our eyes used to the light. Palms can come back to the heart. Inhale, hands to that third eye space. Exhale, little bow forward. In honor of yourself, in honor of this practice that brings us together, and in honor of each other. I offer namaste, if that's a greeting and a farewell that means something to you. Certainly means a lot to many people around the world. Overall, I just extend my gratitude as always. It's been a very difficult week in so many ways for so many people, and in some ways that are almost hard to speak about. The words yet haven't formed. And I just hope that this practice brings us back to ourselves. If meditating can be a tool in any way, so that we can potentially focus on what it is we can do from the inside out. Focus on how we can bring more active healing into the world. Not to be confused with meditate so you don't worry about it kind of meditating. And of course, yoga is a form of meditation in itself, a form of self-love, getting to know yourself. And it's from there that we can love others and reach out. So thank you for making this possible. I look forward to seeing you again and again and again, showing up for ourselves, showing up for each other. And as I, said to my 9-year-old student, I said, "What more can we do, Evelyn?" And she just went over Zoom. So it's a good moment. So have a good rest of your day. Stay cool, stay fresh. I'm going to water my plant that I crushed with my head. And take care, everyone. You're wonderful. I miss you all.